A bad credit score is one of the most expensive things you can have. It costs you more on every loan, every apartment application, sometimes even every job application. And yet nobody teaches you how it actually works, or how to fix it. In this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly how your credit score is calculated, what's most likely hurting yours right now, and the specific steps to take to start turning it around. Starting today. Let's get into it. Your credit score is a three-digit number between 300 and 850 that tells lenders how risky it is to lend you money. The higher the number, the more trust you have, and the better terms you get on everything from credit cards to mortgages. Below 580 is considered poor. 580 to 669 is fair. 670 to 739 is good. 740 to 799 is very good. And 800 and above is excellent, the top tier where you get the best rates on almost everything. Most people in their 20s sit somewhere in the fair to good range, and the gap between fair and excellent can literally cost you tens of thousands of dollars over your lifetime in higher interest rates. That's why this matters. Your FICO score, the most widely used credit score, is calculated using 5 factors. Payment history is the biggest at 35% of your score. Credit utilization is next at 30%. Length of credit history is 15%. Credit mix is 10%. And new credit inquiries make up the final 10%. So immediately you can see that 2 factors, payment history and utilization, control 65% of your score. Everything else is secondary. That means if you're trying to improve your score, those 2 areas are where almost all of your focus should go. For most people in their 20s, the biggest score killer is high credit utilization, meaning you're using too much of your available credit limit. If your card has a $5,000 limit and you're carrying a $4,000 balance, that's 80% utilization. That's destroying your score. The rule of thumb is to keep utilization below 30% on each card. But people who have scores above 800 typically keep it below 10%. The lower, the better. And this is one of the fastest things you can change. The second biggest killer, missed payments. Even one missed payment can drop your score by 50 to 100 points and stays on your report for 7 years. This is non-negotiable. We'll talk about how to never let this happen again. Step 1. Check your credit report for errors. And you'd be surprised how common they are. Go to annualcreditreport.com, which is the only federally mandated free report site. You're entitled to 1 free report from each of the 3 bureaus, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, every year. Look for accounts you don't recognize, incorrect balances, payments marked late that you actually made on time, or accounts that belong to someone else. If you find errors, dispute them directly with the bureau online. Errors get corrected, and your score can jump significantly, sometimes 20 to 50 points, just from fixing mistakes that were never yours. Step 2. Aggressively pay down your credit card balances to get utilization below 30%, and ideally below 10%. This is the single fastest way to raise your score because utilization is reported monthly and the change shows up on your next statement cycle. If you can't pay it all down at once, try asking your card issuer for a credit limit increase. If they approve it and you don't add more debt, your utilization drops immediately. Another trick, make a payment mid-month before the statement closes. That's when the balance gets reported to the bureaus. Step 3. Set up autopay for every bill right now. Not a reminder, autopay. Even if it's just the minimum payment, set it to auto so it never gets missed. A missed payment is the single most damaging thing that can happen to your credit score, and it stays on your report for 7 years. Once autopay is set, you can always pay more manually. But the autopay is your safety net. Every on-time payment builds your history, and payment history at 35% of your score is the single biggest factor. So consistency over time is what creates excellent credit. Step 4. Don't close old credit card accounts, even if you don't use them. A lot of people think closing unused cards is responsible. It's actually the opposite. Closing an account shortens your credit history and reduces your total available credit, which hurts both the length of history factor and your utilization ratio at the same time. Keep old accounts open and make one small purchase every few months to keep them active. Even a $5 purchase every few months prevents the issuer from closing it on their end. Old accounts with clean history are an asset. Treat them like one. So how long does this actually take? Here's the real timeline. In 30 days, if you pay down utilization and fix errors, you can see 20 to 50 points of improvement. In 3 to 6 months of on-time payments and low utilization, most people move from poor or fair to good. In 12 to 24 months of consistent behavior, excellent is within reach for almost everyone. It's not instant, but it's also not complicated. Check your report, fix errors, pay down balances, never miss a payment, and keep old accounts open. That's the entire playbook. If this helped you, subscribe. Every week I break down exactly how money works for people who are just starting out. And drop a comment. What's your credit score right now, and where do you want it to be? See you next week.